Imagine yourself in a crowd. Among hundreds of anonymous faces, there is one who catches your attention for no apparent reason. It is not because of their appearance, not because of the way they move, but because of something invisible to the eye. That person has a presence that goes beyond the norm. When they speak, their words seem to have a different weight. When they listen, they perceive something that others ignore. They are someone who does not follow the crowd, but walks confidently along a path that few understand. This person is what many call a chosen one, but there is a problem. The world is not always kind to those who stand out. Being different, being connected to a deeper reality, often means becoming a target. The chosen one does not seek conflict, but conflict finds them. The question is, what happens when someone tries to hurt them? When they try to put out their light, to put them in difficulty, to drag them into the shadows? The answer is not what you might expect. Today you will discover an extraordinary phenomenon, an invisible but powerful dynamic that is triggered every time a chosen one is attacked. You will discover why these people not only survive the difficulties, but often emerge even stronger. And most importantly, you may discover that that same strength is hidden inside you. If you think that suffering is just a condemnation, prepare to see reality with new eyes. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to the Mental Dose channel and the Telegram channel so you don't miss the next videos on personal and spiritual growth. And now, let's begin. First of all, who are the chosen ones, and why do they attract attention? Often, when we hear about the chosen ones, we imagine legendary figures, shrouded in an aura of mystery and unattainability. In reality, a chosen one is not an extraordinary being in the common sense of the term, nor someone destined for epic feats. They are an ordinary person who carries within themselves a special mission, a role that goes beyond simple daily existence. They are not perfect, nor without weaknesses, but they have a different awareness, a deeper perception of reality, and their place in the universe. Regardless of their context, they feel they must do something significant, to be a guide, a support, a point of reference for those around them. The chosen ones are not distinguished by their appearance, but by what they emanate. Some exert their influence silently, never imposing themselves, guiding others by simple example. Others possess the gift of alleviating pain and transmitting serenity with their mere presence. Some have the talent to teach, to share knowledge and experiences that open the minds and hearts of those who listen to them. Still others have a vision that goes beyond the present, an intuition that allows them to imagine possibilities that other people miss, to build new realities that seem impossible to the rest of the world. And then there are those who, even without a defined role, have a profound impact on the people they meet. They may not speak much, but their words remain imprinted. They may not seek to change anything, but their simple way of being inspires transformations in others. What truly distinguishes a chosen one is not just their knowledge or talent, but a deep connection with something greater. Some call it intuition, others perceive it as an inner guide. It is that silent voice that pushes them to follow a certain path, to seek answers beyond the surface, to live with a sense of purpose that seems almost innate. This connection with the whole manifests itself in different ways, in the ability to perceive the energy of people and environments, in the spiritual sensitivity that allows one to grasp invisible truths, in the awareness that every event in life is part of a larger design. But why are the chosen attacked and often hurt? A chosen, whether they are aware of it or not, feels they have a mission, and their purpose is not just personal but collective. They carry within them an impulse to contribute to the world in a meaningful way, to make things better, to leave a mark. And it is this inner light that does not go unnoticed. Its energy attracts, like a flame illuminating the darkness. Some come to learn, to be inspired, to find comfort and guidance. Others, however, feel threatened. Those who are anchored in fear, insecurity, or the desire for control may perceive a chosen one as a threat. Their very existence represents a challenge, a constant reminder that there is something more beyond the surface, and this can generate envy, distrust, or even hostility. This dynamic is as old as time. Light cannot go unnoticed in the darkness. The higher a chosen one rises, the more trials and resistances they must face. For this reason, being a chosen one is not only a gift, but also a responsibility. Those who carry an authentic light within themselves must learn to protect it, to cultivate it, and not to be broken by those who seek to obscure it. Those who shine do not go unnoticed. The chosen ones, with their inner light and their ability to see beyond the surface, often find themselves at the center of contrasting reactions. Some admire them, seek their guidance, want to learn from them. Others, however, perceive them as a threat. Their very existence calls into question the certainties of those around them. One of the main reasons why chosen ones are attacked is fear. Their presence can arouse in others a sense of insecurity, an involuntary confrontation with their own weaknesses. Those who live in illusion, those who cling to limiting beliefs or a reality that does not want to change, often feel destabilized by the presence of those who demonstrate that another path is possible. For some, it is easier to reject, ridicule, or attack a chosen one than to face the possibility that there is something greater, something beyond what they know. Envy is another powerful force that can drive people to attack a chosen one. Many do not understand that one's greatness does not take anything away from others. Instead of seeing the chosen one as an opportunity for inspiration, some experience them as a constant reminder of their own dissatisfaction. Instead of working to elevate themselves, they try to drag the other down. It is an ancient human mechanism, rooted in the fear of one's own inadequacy. But there is another aspect that is even deeper, and these are the trials that are part of the journey of those who are destined for something important. If we look at history, we see that every great figure has faced hostility, betrayal, and immense difficulties. The wisest, the most enlightened, the most revolutionary, have often been the object of attacks, not because they were weak, but because they represented a change, a new idea, a way of being that a part of the world was not ready to accept. These experiences did not destroy them, they forged them. The same thing happens today. A chosen one is not immune to pain, but they possess a fundamental characteristic, the ability to transform it. Every obstacle becomes an opportunity for growth, every wound a means to strengthen their mission. The attacks they endure do not destroy them. Instead, they compel them to rediscover their inner power, sharpen their awareness, and continue their path with even greater determination. Paradoxically, those who try to extinguish the light of a chosen one end up feeding it, because an awakened soul does not allow itself to be destroyed by the fear of others, but uses every adversity as a step to climb even higher. But what exactly happens when a chosen one is hurt? Before we discover it together, I sincerely hope that you are enjoying this video. If so, don't forget to share it with anyone you think could benefit from it. Also, if you want to support our channel and our work, I remind you that you can leave a donation by clicking the thank you button below the video. We will be infinitely grateful. And now, let's continue. When a chosen one suffers an attack, their first reaction is often pain. They are not immune to suffering, nor insensitive to the wounds they receive. Like everyone else, they feel disappointment, fear, and anger. But what distinguishes them from others is not the absence of these emotions, but rather the way they face them. Unlike those who let themselves be overwhelmed by adversity, the chosen one has the ability to transform pain into energy. Every attack they suffer becomes an opportunity for growth, every difficulty a test that strengthens them. It is as if every wound becomes a flame that feeds their light instead of extinguishing it. Their resilience is not only mental or emotional, but vibrational. What hits them from the outside is reworked, metabolized, and returned in the form of awareness, wisdom, and determination. Those who try to stop them end up favoring their evolution. Every blow received does not knock them down, but forces them to develop new internal resources, new perspectives, and a greater depth of soul. It is through difficulties that the Chosen One discovers their true strength, refining their mission and making their path even more solid. But the transformation of a Chosen One is not just about them. Their change generates a ripple effect that spreads far beyond them. People around them begin to sense something different, an energy that challenges them to look inside themselves, to grow, to awaken. Some are inspired to change, while others begin to ask questions they had never considered before. The energy field of a Chosen One is never static. It expands, influences, and deeply touches anyone who comes into contact with them. This is the invisible strength of the Chosen Ones. They not only survive adversity, but they transform it into tools for growth, not only for themselves, but for the entire world around them. This is why trying to turn off their light is a futile endeavor. The more you try to stop them, the more they become what they were meant to be. The greatest lesson we can learn from all this is that true strength is not in avoiding suffering, but in transforming it. Every individual who leaves a mark on the world has faced enormous challenges. But instead of succumbing, they have used those trials to sharpen their mission. And this is not a quality reserved for the few. All of us, to some extent, can develop the resilience of a Chosen One. We can choose not to be broken by hardship, not to respond to darkness with more darkness, but to transform it into something greater. Now that you know the power behind the suffering of a Chosen One, you can start to see pain and challenges differently. They are not a punishment, but an opportunity for growth. They are not the end, but a new beginning. And if you feel that there is something more inside you, a fire that cannot be extinguished, then perhaps you are called to walk the same path. Do not fear those who try to stop you. Every obstacle is just a sign that you are going in the right direction. See you in the next video.